Hello, welcome back to the workout of the week. Tommy Matthews here and Andy Phillips, who's going to do some demonstrations for you on our strength-based workout with dumbbells. And the focus here is on the glutes. You can't deny that dumbbells are probably one of the best strength training tools out there. Great for all over body strength or focusing on certain muscle parts or chains of muscles. And what we're going to be looking at here is a really good glute strength developer. Often an area of the body which most people are trying to target and hit. And these three exercises I feel are some of the best ones with dumbbells. There obviously are plenty more, but this sequence of exercises is a great one to piece together. Repetitions and sets, as you can see by the blog that attaches to this clip, we're doing 6 to 8 repetitions of each exercise, and we're going to do 4 sets. The aim is to choose the right weight for the client to ensure that by the end of those repetitions they're really starting to feel it, especially in their glutes. They'll probably feel a little bit in their quads as well on the first couple of exercises, but the main focus should be through the glutes. So we're going to demonstrate the first exercise. It's a Bulgarian split squat, taking the 2 dumbbells down to the side of the body, placing the back foot onto the step, onto the deck here. And once the foot is on the deck, that's just there for balance. The focus is on this front leg, so it should be all the weight going through the front leg. The back leg is just for balance. We drop down essentially in a squat pattern, okay? So torso angle remains similar or in a similar line, parallel line to the lower leg, to the tibia. Okay, so you'll see that line there, and the focus again is going to a full range of motion and driving through the glutes. Also quite important when we're doing this, if we want to do it really well, we want to keep lots of tension and tightness through the abdominal area and try to stop our hips dropping to the side so we can really make sure that our glutes are doing all of the work to stabilize through this movement, and also on the concentric portion to make sure that they're working to bring us out of flexion and come up through into extension. Okay, so that's our Bulgarian split squat, 6 to 8 repetitions of that. Once we've done our 4 sets of that, we move on to a lateral movement now, which is really targeting the glutes. It's a lateral lunge. It's a static position, so there's no movement with the foot this time. We place our foot on the deck, and from that position, depending on your range of motion, you may have the deck a bit lower, or you may have it in the higher position here. From this position, all we're going to do is lunge down or squat down on this leg. From this, there we go. So all we're looking at here is trying to focus on basically stacking the weight over the ankle, knee, and the hip. So you see how the torso is pushing over the side here, driving to the side. It's not just going straight down, it's going across to the side, driving the hip across towards me. Okay? As we drive up again, same sort of idea. We want to make sure that the glutes are really tight so we're squeezing on the way up, and also we're keeping our abdominals very tight as well to make sure that we stabilize through the pelvis. So we'll do the same on the other side. Andy's got really good range of motion through his hips, so this looks pretty straightforward for this guy. You may find that your clients have quite tight abductors, quite tight through the hip complex, so you may want to lower the step to start off with just to allow them to perform this exercise. Obviously, the higher the step, the more loading you're going to get on your standing leg. So really focus on pushing that weight over. Okay, tight through the abdominals and squeeze through the glutes on the way back up again. So that's your 6 to 8 repetitions of your second exercise. The final one is a hip press. I'd advise dropping the deck down now to its lower height. This just enables you to get your full foot onto the deck, and then the reason we're using a deck is to help loading in the eccentric portion of this movement. It's a hip press, a dumbbell hip press. You sit the dumbbells on the hips essentially, so just on the bony parts of the front of the hips, okay? And he's going to set himself up in a bridge position, so we'll start from the top just so you can see the top position, the finishing position. So the idea here is to come to full hip extension every time, and this is your load, this is your weight. Okay, you're going to drop your hips down, okay, just off the floor, and then drive up again all the way through. Drop your hips down, drive up all the way through. Okay, so it's just increasing the range a little bit by having the feet on the deck. And again, you need to choose a weight here. This should be quite a strong exercise, a big exercise. You need to choose a weight here which is going to satisfactorily challenge the posterior chain, especially the glutes. Okay, so those are your 3 exercises. Nothing too difficult for the heart rate or anything here. It's just purely focusing on strength through that posterior chain and really focusing on strength through the glute muscles. So give those exercises a go, piece them together, try the repetition range that we suggest, and make sure you select the load which is going to challenge your client, and hopefully that'll give you some really good glute development and keep all those people who want a good looking backside, keep all those people nice and happy. So hope you enjoy that one, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next workout.